But I know you think that the world revolves around you, and how dare anybody make you wait? I mean, how dare we pay you thousands of dollars to sit in a luxury trailer and do nothing? Sounds like a really hard gig, Gabbie, to just have to do nothing but get paid thousands of dollars and also get to be on a show that's going to be a platform for you to maybe redeem yourself, maybe get people to like you and enjoy you a little bit more.
First things first, weeks before production starts, everybody is sent a shit ton of paperwork. Paperwork talking about your preferences, allergies, what you want to eat on set. None of that was filled out. Period. And if you don't fill out the paperwork, how are we supposed to know what you want to eat? So, first day was a bust. She was complaining. However, there were options there. There were always healthy options. As you can see in the trailer footage that I showed you, there are options even there. If you're not liking what's on set, you can always talk to the kitchen. You can Postmates. There were people Postmating iced coffees because that's not our job to get you iced coffees when you first come to set.
We wrapped up shooting. And by the way, after she was killed off the show, everything went so smooth. Like, everybody had clear skin. We were all thriving. The season got progressively better and we were all just in good spirits. It was literally a negative energy had been removed from the set and we were all so happy and positive.
The reason why her outfit didn't fit is because Gabbie didn't attend 2 out of the 3 wardrobe fittings. Right here, I'm gonna show a text. Again, I'm completely leaving the executive's name out of the text because I don't want her to be attacked, but here's the text. I'm gonna read it to you as well. This is March 8th. This is 3 days before filming. Do you know how difficult those days before filming is? Everybody's stressed, everybody's freaking, it is crunch time. The way wardrobe works, it is done weeks before the show is supposed to start, not days. Maybe in the last few days there's a few edits, we change a color, we change a little size, we do a little nip, a little tuck, but that's it. Gabbie is officially on the shit list. Not only did she make who is 9 months pregnant, drive all the way to her studio in Porter Ranch today at 5 p.m., but she legit left early and isn't available all night to get fitted. I respond, OMG. So we will have to pick her outfit for her and it won't be fitted. It is the biggest fuck you. She canceled on us yesterday too. To get this text and to know that somebody is putting their schedule ahead of a massive production is extremely embarrassing to me, especially that I considered Gabbie. I'm not gonna say I considered her a friend, I considered our relationship friendly, cordial, I was always kind to her. And it was just really shitty to hear that because everybody else somehow in their busy schedules, including Bretman Rock, who flew from Hawaii, and one of the kindest, most professional people I've ever met and who I consider a friend, he's amazing, he was able to make all his wardrobe appointments. Every single person was, except for Gabbie.
She was complaining about her call time because even though she was contractually obligated to come to this day, she had a gym appointment that she couldn't miss. So she was trying to basically be on set as least amount of time as possible, and she kind of was just thinking like, oh, I can just get my makeup done, shoot out, and go. But that's not how it works. There's so many rotating things. There's tons of other people. It's, again, not always just about you, Gabbie. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just the world doesn't revolve around you.
Her behavior was extremely erratic. It was very rude. It was disgusting. It is not professional. And nearly everybody on set had an issue with her. However, I have a big issue with her using ADHD as an excuse for that. Having ADHD or any mental health issues, first of all, does not allow you to act like that.
I do want to let you guys know that Gabbie and I were close friends. So when she acts like the victim and is wondering why all these people in her life who claim to be her friends are no longer her friends, you do things, Gabbie, to make people not be your friends. What you did to me on Escape the Night is the reason we are no longer friends and the reason why I talked badly about you being on Escape the Night. Just because we were friends before that doesn't contractually make me obligated to never say anything bad about you or never not be your friend because we were friends in the past. You did this. You ended our friendship, not me. The way that you acted on set of Escape the Night is why we are no longer friends. And if you want an example of what a friend is like on set of a production of your friend, take some advice from Colleen, who literally gave birth months before, showed up on set, was breastfeeding.
Stomach hurts so bad from eating shit I'm not supposed to. And then I continue, I say chicken, veggies, etc. Then she continues to talk about her agents. Did my agents tell you guys my meal requirements? And I said, I'm not involved on the food side at all. Want me to reach out to I'm honestly like on the verge of tears. I'm so specific about food and I've been eating bad shit and feel fat and my stomach hurts from eating literally anything I can with substance. And anyways, I'm not gonna go into detail. The only email I ever got from her team was that she can't have mangoes, no dairy, and no sugar. There are options there. There were options in Crafty. If you wanted to get something else, you could Postmate it to yourself, but I'm assuming that she just did not want to spend any of her own money. But guess what? This is how production works. We gave you the options, everything was there, the platter was out, and you didn't want to eat anything. Okay, so she continues about the food. I wouldn't be surprised if my agents didn't communicate any of that because they didn't communicate anything with the wardrobe shit either. So again, she's playing the victim. She's putting her blame on her agents who, it's not her agent's job to fill out paperwork and tell me what they want. If she doesn't communicate that with them, they're not gonna communicate with me. So I'm really not understanding the disconnect here. Here's a pic of the salads that I made at Whole Foods. Disregard the pizza here. I was hungry, so I got a little snack, but you can see I made her salads, I got her grape leaves, I got her a bunch of hummus packs, I got her some chicken and rice on the sides, and that is something that I did daily while she was on set. And guess what? I brought those to set. Maybe one was eaten. She was eating everything else on set that was unhealthy, and that's not on me, baby girl, that's on you. So the lies regarding the food being triggered because there weren't options is complete bullshit, and I'm not gonna stand for that. There were so many options. Not one other person had an issue with any of the food on set.
With the whole issue with Gabbie, we're like, we can't have her for one more episode. Let's get rid of her. So we planned the double death, which a lot of people were upset about, but now you know the real reason why there was a double death. The next day, I took Gabbie aside, and of course, she had a million things to say. She had all these excuses of what was going on with her and how she's the victim. And I'm in producer headspace. Like, I need to make sure that this production goes as smoothly as possible. There's millions of dollars on the line, and I'm not about to let this girl fuck this up for me. So I'm just nodding my head like, yeah, girl, don't worry, everything's fine, like, we're good, like, it's all good, like, I totally understand what you're going through. But in my head, I'm like, this girl is screwing me over so hardcore. She's made my life a living hell on this set, made things way harder than they need to be. But you know what? I'm just gonna suck it up so she doesn't screw anything else up anymore.
I'm now gonna read a text from one of our executives. So we talked to our talent producer team, and every time she was told to be ready and on stand for the interview, she wasn't ready. Either her hair or makeup wasn't done, or she wanted to eat. The pecking order moved on to the next YouTuber, so naturally, Gabbie fell behind in interviews. That's why she is needed. When she was originally asked last night to come in at 2:15 to make up for lost time, she said, "Oh no, I'm not doing that."
I had an email from my agent saying, "Gabbie, you can't refuse to do interviews." And I was like, I'm not refusing to do interviews.
So yes, that right there is a refusal to work. That was the only time slot that we had available for you, Gabbie, to do your interviews, and you didn't want to do it. So that is refusal of work, and yes, that went back to YouTube, and that went back to your lawyer, and that went back to your agents. And that's why you got the email from your team saying that you were refusing to work, because that right there is proof you were refusing to work, period.
But never begged or pleaded for Gabbie to be a part of the show. Yes, I wanted her to be in it because she was my friend at the time. She was going through a lot of shit. A lot of people did not like her, still don't like her, but I was her friend and I wasn't seeing through the bullshit that everybody else was picking up on. And as a supportive friend, I wanted to give her this opportunity to be on a show that has thousands of fans and the opportunity to be on this platform that has like a billboard and a lot of respect towards it. So excuse me for giving you this opportunity, hiring you on a project that means so much to me.
So the day before the key art shoot, Gabbie had another extreme meltdown to me personally. Again, I really wish I did not have to deal with this, but I did. It is not in my job to deal with it. I was verbally harassed, I was attacked, I was demeaned, and she made me cry. At this point, I'm running, it's a few days after the shoot, I've worked the entire month on this, and I don't want to get emotional about this, but I was fucking tired. I was absolutely exhausted. She sent me this voice note, which I will play. I cried. I was bawling my eyes out. I called Colleen. Colleen can stand by this. I did not know how to react to this because I've never felt so demeaned and so put down ever in my life.
Honestly, Daniel, I'm reading this and like actually chuckling to myself because it's honestly unreal. I have gone above and beyond, and I have sat there for hours in complete full glam when I knew I was not needed that early, and did not get my interviews done, and then had people lie to my agent and say I was refusing to work. That is ridiculous. Now, you guys rescheduled the shoot multiple times, and I have rescheduled my schedule multiple times. I have a conflict. I didn't realize that this was going to be an 8 to 9 hour day. Colleen is saying the same thing. She's freaking out because nobody can understand why this is this long of a day.
I'm gonna pause this right here for a sec. She doesn't know that Colleen is one of my best friends, and I was on the phone with her. Colleen knows exactly how this shoot works. She's had multiple shows of her own. She's toured the world. She's had a Netflix show. She knows exactly what key art shoots entail, and this was not a non-issue for her. She even brought her assistant Corey with her. He was handling things. Her whole family was there. She had her own little green room where she could breastfeed. So I'm not sure where she's thinking that lying using an amazing person like Colleen is gonna get her. I'm very confused here, but I digress. Let's continue.
Is extremely inefficient. I know that I'm going to go sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours when realistically it should take a couple of hours. I have something that I have scheduled, a project that I've already rescheduled multiple times now. I have to work around other people's schedules for that too. If you guys can't be flexible by 2 hours after the bullshit that you guys put me through, I would love to send you pictures of my back and the hives on my neck, my ears, and my chest, and the extreme bloody pussy breakouts I had when nobody listened to me about being allergic to jewelry. I'd like to send you the photos of the bruises and cuts from my bleeding wrist, from the rope that you guys tied around my wrist, and I sat there for literally 35 to 40 minutes. When the cameramen weren't even in the room to film, I had to be sitting there tied up with not even prop rope, real actual rope that bruised and cut my fucking wrist for no reason. Like, it's bullshit, Daniel. I have gone above and beyond for you guys. So for you to send me that message when I'm saying, hey, I need to come an hour or two later because I've already rescheduled this 3 times and I have to be there and I'm depending on other people, that to me is absolutely disrespectful. I feel so disrespected when the only things I've ever asked for was a costume to fit, which again...
A costume to fit? And it didn't fit because you did not come to the wardrobe fittings, Gabbie.
She blew up on this poor woman who was just telling her her time of when she was ready on set. It was too much for Gabbie, and she called the woman a dumb cunt. And then stormed off set, and we didn't get to finish her promo shoot.
It did not. And to be warm when everybody else is running around.
You had the option to be warm. You were given the option for a large overcoat, but you did not want to wear that because you wanted the beautiful garment to be seen.
Fur and coats, and I'm in a sheer silk garb that was being specifically made for me so that I could have warmth. To wear jewelry that I'm not allergic to, so that I don't have...
The jewelry situation, I'm not talking about this again. If you didn't want to wear the necklace, you didn't have to.
Hives and pussy things going up and down my back.
Also, there's a cream for that.
Back of my neck and my ears, and to have healthy meals.
You guys, I've given all the receipts about the meals. This is a fabrication, so I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you guys are seeing... let me know if you guys are seeing something that's not there, because I went above and beyond several times. I went out... Before cameras were up at 7 p.m., I went out at 7:30 to make her salads myself. And guess what? They weren't even eaten.
And it'd be nice if you guys didn't lie to my agent and say that I was refusing to work when I'm literally sitting there. Daniel, you were sitting there when they came in 100 times and said, Gabbie, get ready for your interview.
Like I said, hurry up and wait. She was refusing to work, as shown in the text previously.
And then I got ready for my interview, and nobody came and got me for my interview. And that's going to be relayed as I refuse to do my interviews and have my agent telling me that I'm refusing to work. So I'm sorry if everybody, first of all, had way less to complain about. And I'm sorry if...
You're right. Everybody did have way less to complain about. Frankly, there were no other complaints because everybody's a professional and likes to fill out paperwork and notifies us of anything they may need on set, or they take it into their own hands or have an assistant or a manager handle it, unlike you.
They all make their managers and agents do it, or just talk shit about you and Joey behind your back instead of saying it to you.
Again, her trying to push people against me or say that other people are talking shit. I'm a very direct and blunt person, so I will always come to you, and you can always come to me, and everybody knows that about me.
And demanding the respect that they want instead of bitching about it behind your back, which maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's Hollywood. Maybe you're supposed to bitch behind people's backs in Hollywood. But if I'm sitting there and I'm uncomfortable and, like, I have very minimal, simple requests, like, hey, can I please not be standing out in 30-degree weather and just silk this year? Can I please move my arms this year? Can I please, like, wear jewelry that I'm not allergic to this year? And all of those things are ignored. I'm sorry. That is unbelievable to me that you just spoke to me like that.
I don't think you realize this, Gabbie. Maybe you do, but you're scary. And you make it very hard for people to be honest with you. And if I was honest with you, nothing would have changed. You're so delusional, and you think that you were always going to be the victim. Even months after, when I finally did share with you my frustration of you on set, there was no getting through to you. There was always just an excuse. So maybe understand that the reason why all these people who are fake friends just don't know how to cut it off with you because you're scary and you don't make it easy for people to be honest with you.